stage one, which is going to be the PlayStation 5's latest and I guess final conference or what have you, just sort of the reveal. This is going to be kind of hard to tackle in a one segment because there's a lot of information. It also can sort of pivot to a lot of other things that I think all of us will want to talk about. So I would like to try our best to handle it in sort of little bite-sized pieces. We know, if we can have like little mini sandwiches of PS5, just because this show likes to be pretty short. We know everyone's got a short attention span. So let's start. Wow. I mean, just kind of jump off where you can. But I'm going to start it off. So we know we have some new games now. Don't talk about them yet, but we did see Final Fantasy. We did see the Hogwarts game. We did see more gameplay for, Spider-Man. Some of the big ones that were already announced. We have the price of the PlayStation 5 and the digital PlayStation 5. We have...
Finally, man. Finally.
Yeah, they've been teasing us for a while, but now we have it. We also have knowledge of its backwards compatibility and its release date. So there's a lot to unpackage, but I think the easiest thing is the games, because the games won't really have too much of
controversy.
Yeah, no controversy with the games. So I want to talk about the games. What did you guys see that maybe you look forward to the most? There was probably like a good 15 or so shown. Some that we knew, some that were new. What did you guys like?
To me, man, they start this presentation really solid with Final Fantasy 16. I kind of was expecting it because there was like a rumor going around that they were gonna throw this in, but man, I was so happy with what I saw. Finally, they're going back to like type of medieval Final Fantasy. It's a modern Final Fantasy, but medieval in a way that the aesthetics. It looks great, man, and I was really pumped. It took me off a little bit because I don't know if you guys noticed when that first game hit the presentation. There was like a little brief message that says this gameplay has been filmed on a PC emulating the PS5 experience.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so this is pretty much a PC game that is, that's going to be on PS5. And then they throw on at the end console exclusive or whatever console exclusive means.
They do that with tech demos so much where they'll film it on PC and then just advertise it for console.
And the reason why I'm mentioning it is because, I mean, it created such a hype online. Everybody said, oh, Final Fantasy is coming for PC, Final Fantasy is coming for PlayStation 5, it's coming for both. And then the people were asking both companies, and nobody could answer, nobody wanted to answer. So it created a little bit of a hectic start in a way because people are kind of angry at Sony because they're saying, oh, is this exclusive? Isn't this an exclusive? Like, what are you holding? What are you hiding? What's going on? But nevertheless, it's a great announcement, and I'm gonna play it because I love Final Fantasy. I don't know if you guys like anything else.
Yeah, I have mine. I want to hear from Manny though. Is there anything that stuck out to you or that you're looking forward to?
Probably the Spider-Man game. I mean, there was a few others, but like I think the Spider-Man game mainly more just because it kind of still stays like similar to what Insomniac did in terms of like their play style. It looks like it's gonna be a little bit more of the same, but just a different story at this point. And then they kind of teased. They haven't teased it there, but I noticed like later today, when I was doing errands, I saw an article that they teased his first like alternative costume, which looked kind of sick. So
the game looks flashy.
It's a lot of pizzazz, dude. Especially like with the gameplay that they showed in the theatrics and all that stuff. It was like, dang, dude, like this is a lot for Miles right now. But no, that game looks pretty sick, man, and
it looks solid. For some reason, that one didn't like seem to be like next gen. It looked like a PlayStation could ruin that one easily, like a PlayStation 4. So I mean, I'm interested because, of course, I mean, those games from Insomniac, when it comes to Spider-Man, they're amazing games, and they look fantastic. But I don't know, man. I believe, like I said, and it's part of the things that we might be discussing moving forward. It's the compatibility between those two systems. But yeah, man, I mean, I believe it's gonna do great. Like everything Spider-Man now since the last game, I believe it's gonna just break records like always.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna put a pin on the PS4, PS5 because I want to start that with Spider-Man. So hold that thought just for a few minutes.
Demon Souls is another good one too. That I saw.
That's what I was gonna start with. And I would have said Resident Evil 8 because that's probably what I'm looking forward to a lot. But being a very, very casual Souls player, I mean, I was introduced to the series with Bloodborne. At least that was the first one that I played. But man, damn, they made Demon Souls look really good. The combat looks incredible. It was another sort of medieval.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I'll tell you what was entertaining and just a good time is that entire trailer or gameplay reveal or whatever. The knight or the warrior, I'm not sure if the Demon Souls characters have names or whatever, but he was just kicking ass endlessly, including, and then they get to the boss fights and it's like, oh shit, that's gonna be even harder. And you already know in your head Demon Souls is historically hard,
brutal.
But ending the trailer with "You have died," I thought was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is Souls.
Even just the sound too, man. Like I remember we were watching it at work too, and I went to go step away from something, but I can still hear it. And you just hear that, like you just hear the sound effects. I'm like, geez, man, what the heck, dude? Like even that kind of like got me excited. I'm like, dude, like I never heard games sound that crisp, especially that game in particular, dude. Like this is gonna be a lot of stabbing, chopping heads off and shit like that, dude. It's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be dark for sure, and I believe a lot of people are just looking forward to something like that again. And with this next generation performance, I believe, man, that the most that people are gonna get out from this console is I don't think it's mostly visuals at this moment. It's pretty much performance. So if you can always run like at 60 frames per second, then I believe that's a win. For everybody, like I believe it's only in the console market that people are just so used to play at 30 that I believe when they see things moving at 60 and their eyes and their reflexes get used to 60, everything is gonna change, and there's no way for you to go back after you just experience constant 60 frames per second.
Before we move on from games, we can't forget the Hogwarts Legacy. So I don't actually know if we've ever talked about this on or off the podcast. Do you guys like Harry Potter?
Yeah. I'm a big fan.
So am I. I'm a big fan that I think after the books and after the movies, I sort of stepped away. And if I were to pick up a book or watch a movie, I would be really immersed and really excited again. Same. Because I was a huge fan. Yeah. I mean, I was, I've been like Ron for Halloween and stuff. I've read a couple of the books more than once, man. But I'm not advertising what fucking house I'm in on my MySpace or whatever. Like, I don't really care. But I will say this game makes me think that maybe I'll be able to get that feeling back.
What is this game? Is this game like an MMO? Is this game like a co-op? What is this thing?
It appears to be, so as far as I can tell, it's some type of action adventure, although that doesn't seem to have been revealed any further than that. It looks gorgeous. Some of the lighting that they showed was great.
Yeah.
What I thought more than anything is it has been, 20 years or more since Harry Potter's been out? And I think probably the day the first book or the second book came out, every kid ever was like, can you imagine if there was a video game where you could make a character and then you were in Hogwarts? And it's taken this long. Like, I don't know.
It's been a long time coming. I don't know why they haven't come out with this sooner. But I'm again, my concerns now is I'm hoping that they made it right. And there's a lot of games that you can base yourself on that will be perfect, like for the Harry Potter universe. Visually looks good. I'm thinking that you may be able to create your own character. That's the impression that I get. Although I didn't see any character creation page.
100 totally. Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking, okay, this could be an MMO. I mean, like everybody just have a character go in, or this can be a co-op. Basically, a story that you play alongside friends or a couple of friends. I will be honest. To be honest with you, I will prefer for it to be like a co-op game. I believe there's too many MMOs in the market. I think that MMO is a specific genre for specific people, and I believe this one being co-op, I believe opens the door for just make it more accessible to everybody. You know, like not everybody has the time or the desire to invest a lot in an MMO. I mean but that's just me. I'm just like pretty much what I wish this game will be, but I don't know.
So I want to pivot. This little PS5 block's going to be, pretty hardy. So really quick, Manny, any thoughts on Harry Potter? Do you want to get it? Does it intrigue you?
I do want to get it, and it did catch my eyes, to be honest, because that was something that just came out of left field, dude. Like just on the teaser trailer alone, it just caught me off guard, and it reminded me a lot of you guys ever played that game DC Universe Online?
Oh, yes.
I feel like it's like that, but like that universe.
That would be perfect.
That's probably what I was thinking too when you guys were talking about like how come they didn't do this sooner. It's probably because of that. I mean, it was a good game back then, but I mean, right now it's like the perfect time to do it just because they're gonna have a better console and a better the performance parts and all that stuff to like keep up with all that, especially like with the lighting, the frames and all that stuff. They'll be able to put it down on pack too. But no, like for sure, dude, this is gonna be like one of those games that when I do get my PS5, this is definitely like on my top 3 list for sure to get. It's just something. It's different, dude. It's out of left field, bro.
I'll be playing on my PS4.
So that's the perfect segue, Will. Thank you. So that I want to take a pin out of what you were saying about Spider-Man, and hopefully maybe tackle a couple of things at once. So Spider-Man, Horizon 2, and Sackboy have all been revealed to be released on PlayStation 4, as well or alongside PlayStation 5. And let's go ahead and talk about the price briefly. We can touch more on it as well. I think it lived up to standards, good standards. $4.99 for the physical edition with discs, and $3.99 if you go digital only. Mm-hmm. That being said, and we can definitely explore that more. I think most people. Well, I guess it's a toss up between what you'll go for, but either way, I'm in a position right now. I'm just going to start it off. I'm in a position where the only game that I want at launch is Spider-Man. And I have a PlayStation 4, and I have $400, but $50 is much less than $400. And I want 60 frames, I want ray tracing, I want low lag times, but I don't $400 want it for just Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I think I'm in a bit of a not a minority, but I think. I mean, just judging by pre-orders, which if there's time, I want to talk about that as well.
Yeah.
I have no interest. I just, it looks beautiful. And I think a lot of companies, including Sony, are kind of giving you that fear of missing out. Mm-hmm. Pre-orders went down in less than an hour. I think 30 minutes, they crashed every website. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you guys think you need PS5 day one? I mean, you could play Spider-Man and PS4, everything. Well,
yeah,
at least the big three.
I'm gonna wait, dude. To be honest, I was kind of on the fence, but when I heard the news that most of those games will be coming out for PS4, I'm probably just gonna wait and do the same thing until Gotham Knights comes out for PS5. That's when I'll probably jump and make my move to get the console then in there too. But I was gonna say
there's more than the one game that you want to play really bad.
Yeah, that and Hogwarts, but like that's top 2 out of the 3 right there. But I'm gonna wait, dude. But I'm still debating whether I'm gonna do the CD or just the digital version at that point, to be honest.
Yeah, so I'm so sorry to interrupt you, man. I was gonna say I'm feeling the same as Manny, and I believe that game that he mentioned, like Gotham Knights, would be like a good maybe game intro to get yourself into a PlayStation 5, just because I mean it's multiplayer. I believe many people that are playing multiplayer games on their PlayStation should be considering maybe upgrading because of performance. Again, it's about performance. Myself, since I mostly play like first just one player games and story driven games on PS5 specifically, PS and PlayStation, specifically exclusives, I don't see the need for me to upgrade right now. I'm not saying that if anybody's thinking about it, go ahead, and if you have the means, go ahead and purchase, because no doubt the games are gonna look beautifully and they're gonna run much better on PS5. But the way I see it, it's not the same for a company to make games with the backwards compatibility of the PlayStation 4 in mind than actually saying, okay, this game is going to be from the ground up to PlayStation 5. That's where I see the value. I'm curious about when they say, okay, let's ditch the 4 because the game that I'm trying to bring to life requires this amount of power. Right now, of course, what they're trying to do is just keep the PlayStation 4 adopters happy as long as they possibly can. And I'm not sure if I share this with you, Manny or Chris. There was a news article that they say that they pretty much are thinking about giving backward support or pretty much just make every PlayStation 5 game compatible with PlayStation 4 for the next 3 to 4 years.
PlayStation 5 to PlayStation 4?
Yeah, like pretty much every single game that comes out moving forward is going to be either playable on PS4 and PS5 for the next 3 to 4 years.
They did that with PS2 for like a year, and they did that, I think, like for just a few months. I feel like that would be
4 years is a long time, man.
Yeah, that's a mistake. I can't see it as anything other than rumors. That's
no. This was official. I'm gonna get you the link. If
they, I mean, that's just a huge business mistake if they do that.
They're probably just doing that by ear right now, though. They say 3 to 4 years now, but it might just be even sooner depending on the results. Especially when it comes to, they'll probably generate it off the console sales first, and then they'll probably just determine whether they're actually going to keep that number in mind or they're just going to like dwindle it down a little bit more.
Not that I wouldn't mind upgrading, but like I don't even have a PS4 Pro. Like everything that I'm playing on my PlayStation is for the comfort of my living area. Like I want high intensity, high graphic, high frame rate on PC like when I can, but PlayStation is more of a home console to me. Like that's my comfortable console. That's my, just sit down and play Infamous or Spider-Man for 3 hours. And
yeah,
I of course I'd like better performance, but if you're going to say it's $500 and then the discs are $70 or the discs are $50 and you can just get them for PS4, it's a hard decision. I mean,
I got the quote here for you guys.
Sure.
So it's CEO Jim Ryan. He says the PlayStation 4 community will continue to be incredibly important to us for 3 or 4 years. This is what Ryan said. Many will transition to PS5. We hope if we do our job well, but tens of millions will still be engaged with PS4.
Are you? Yeah, I don't know. There's kind of a bit to unpackage there because I know they said that the PS4 was going to be 99% backwards compatible with PS5.
Yep.
I guess, I mean, this is still like the presentation was only a couple of days ago. And we've seen a lot of developers and consoles completely change their business model within a month of coming out. The Xbox One was supposed to be online only forever. Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot of speculation. I hope they don't do that, but if they do, it really doesn't affect me. I think we get to this point where everyone in Stage Select is 30 or more. Like, that's the thing, man. Like, if we were recording this 7-8 years ago,
we're like, oh my God, where's my wallet? I need to make this.
Why do I not have the pre-order? Why don't I have it? Why don't I have it already?
Yeah.
And now it's like, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna get Sony stock instead. I think. Like, it doesn't like. It looks exciting, and this, I think everyone here has a PlayStation 4. It looks exciting.
But it's crazy, man. The fact that this is releasing and there's no like any exclusive whatsoever, because if you say this is exclusive, my assumptions is you cannot play this anywhere else. But if I can play it on a PlayStation 4, even if it's the same company, it's not an exclusive for that console. I already got a console that can play that out.
What about God of War though?
No, of course.
They did show a brief trailer, like not even a trailer, just like a tease. I'm assuming that's just going to be PS5 alone.
I believe the thing will be like, it's like, I can't play this on my PS4, but I want this to look the best it possibly can because I love this franchise. I'm willing to invest on a PS5.
Yeah.
But then again, and this is my issue as a consumer, these games are not built up for PlayStation 5 from the ground up. They're built up with PS4 in mind. So this type of strategy in a way will benefit in a way consumers that have the PlayStation 4 at once access, but at the same time we just stop the evolution of new technology and new ways to play and basically just new new frame rate, new performance, because it's gonna be always thinking about, hey, not only we have to make this game for PS5 but also for PS4. It's that's, to me, it's what's holds so much the console market at a place and just make it static, while PC just keeps evolving and evolving and evolving and evolving and evolving. I mean, that's my take. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to swallow the whole episode with PlayStation 5, but I mean, we could make an hour and a half out of it easily. So I guess whatever your final thoughts on anything are, just for instance, for me, just anything that PlayStation 5 signals in your brain, go ahead and let's wrap it up with just sort of a rogue thought and someone can respond. And for me, mine sort of elicited this thing that's been happening this week with this fear of missing out. The pre-orders, I believe, started with PlayStation 5. They sold out in 30 minutes. We talked about Mario in the last episode, or the episode before that. I'm guessing most retailers sold out of that limited physical edition within a few hours.
Yeah.
And then for PC gamers, that, what was it, the RTX 3080 or whatever?
Crazy,
oh my goodness,
bro.
yeah,
Sold out in, what was it, 15 minutes, bro? Something like that.
Freaking scalpers, man.
So that is that's just something I want, the audience to sort of think about. That's not something that is very attractive to me this year. I don't know if it is preying on the pandemic and everyone wants toys and new things. But even though it's every company, and of course I love all of these companies, I think it's a very scummy tactic from Sony or Nintendo or Nvidia or Xbox, Microsoft. I think it's a shitty thing to do, but
Yeah.
you got to make money. So PS5, what does it make you think of? Let's close it up.
So I like the price. I believe it was pretty much in accordance with what we were expecting. I think that I believe that price was pretty much dictated by Xbox in a way. They say, hey, this is how much you're gonna sell it. What are you gonna do? Your move.
Yeah, where you at, boys?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
What's up, Kratos? What you got?
I'm gonna keep it safe. I believe this presentation, it was great. I believe they show a lot of games, and I do like the fact that it was pretty much. I mean, that's the Sony strategy, just flexing exclusives. Like I said, I just didn't like the fact that they are like haven't been like completely transparent with us when it comes to the backwards compatibility. That hey, they're not all of a sudden a PlayStation 4 is gonna be still a supported console for at least 4 years, and also the fact of that it's a Final Fantasy 16 exclusive or not. I don't know. I believe Sony. It's a little bit scared.
A lot of ambiguity.
Yeah, they're not as transparent as I feel Microsoft is being this generation. So and people feel on that. I believe for some reason it was the same way. Like I don't know how many years, 7 years ago when the Xbox One and the PS4 release, that you felt how shady was Xbox compared to PlayStation. Now for some reason I kind of feel the opposite here. So I don't know. I keep an eye on it. See if they keep showing signs of ambiguity, and I'll report it and let you guys know what I think. But so far, man, good kudos. It was a very nice presentation to me.
Yeah, I hope we don't sound too negative because everyone's very excited about it.
Yeah,
as far as I can tell, it's just Manny.
I'm excited. I'm excited overall. Like, I'm definitely gonna get the PS5, but like it's just I'm pretty much just gonna touch up on both because I was kind of feeling the same on both. Like the fear of missing out, but like the fact that we're gonna get the games on PS4, I'll just play it on there. But then I'm definitely gonna wait for Gotham Knights, even Squadrons, because that's gonna be crossplay later on too, so I'll be able to play that with other people. But I'm just gonna let them do their thing, handle their business, make sure they get everything squared away, and I'll be able to grab like the next wave like after that and all that stuff. And then like just the fact that they've been a little bit like hidden or more reserved, I should say, this with this console. Maybe because they just probably being reserved out because maybe because of the PS4 thing, how that's still going to be going around, but I feel like that might be causing some issues later on. So I'm just gonna hold off, man. I still love my console, gonna play the games that way.